Jesus told us in John 14:6, Jesus hayam, chanku, na woi chaki wichone kohe mie. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
In all of the former Soviet nations, there's a tremendous fascination with Indian people, the same all across Europe. Who did this? God did this. We could never have created that for ourselves in 1,000 years. No amount of money could have produced that environment in nearly every nation of the world. God did that.
We need to wake up. We need to pray. To pray for revival, for spiritual awakening in the places wherein we have lived. We have harbored hurts in our hearts. We must get rid of those. Jesus died. He died that you and I might have life, and that we might have it more abundantly. And that includes me and you. I represent the Northern Plains, the Lakota people of this region. He died for the Lakota people.
In our reservations, I believe that God's going to begin to turn the numbers around. The government, the RCMP, the doctors, the health nurses, they're just all going to be saying, what is going wrong with these Native people? They used to have the highest teen pregnancy rate, but there's no more teens getting pregnant. They're going to say, what? All of a sudden, all the jails will be shutting down because there's not going to be no more young offenders in there. They're going to say, what happened to all these young boys that used to do B&Es? What happened to them? All of a sudden, those young men are going to go preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. They're going to say, this is what Jesus has done on our reservation. He's going to choose the least likely places, and he's going to raise you up.
Now, this is the challenge to us as First Nations in North America. Do we say, yes, Lord, and go? Or do we stay encumbered by our own wounds and our own pain and our own problems? Jesus said, go into all the world. He wasn't just speaking to the European people when he said, go into all the world. He was speaking to Lakota people. If Jesus Christ would have come to the Bahasapa, Kesap of the Black Hills, and this is where the church, he would have said to Lakota people, go ye into all the nations and make disciples. He would have said that to the Kiowa, the Comanche, the Diné. Jesus is saying to us as First Nations people, as followers of his, rise up and go. I believe that's the message that we want to say needs to be taken to our young people. God created them Lakota. God created them Cree. God created them Dogra, Niska, Tsimshian, Mi'kmaq, Maliseet, Montagnais. And he placed them there, gave them gifts unique to them, to their people, to their time. And he wants to bring them to fullness. He wants to bring them to completeness. He wants to bring them as a service of his kingdom, going into all the world, proclaiming the good news that Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and the life, the Lord of lords, the King of kings, the Lord of glory, desires to fulfill all people in all places at all times in himself.
Sky